So we will wait. Yo, you can tell I've been wearing a hat and I've been in the snow.
It is 8:30.
This dude talks even in his sleep. I have so much static in my hair. Anyways, so I have not been able to get to everyone's questions because we have literally been in snowstorms for the past. We've been on the road actually. Tuesday was a week, so we're exhausted. It's fun. It is definitely fun. But we have our backup GPS, which that is a question. This guy. Thank you. Um, so I'm in my bunk. My brother is trying to go to sleep, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I have loved talking to all of you, and I have my little owl lamp keeping me lit up for y'all. We are in. No, it's called Cortez, Colorado. And I won't say where because I just don't like people knowing where I am, but I love the mom and pop places, and we had good food and the people were really friendly, and we're going to stay here for the night because just like many times before, we were on 491 off of 70 forever, and there was absolutely, I know this route, I could do it in my sleep. Hey girl. There's no truck stops, like, ever. And the ones that are little bitty, like the little Sinclair or the little Mavericks, those are already taken up by 5 o'clock. So we just kept pushing. I was like, if I need to get into my personal conveyance, that's fine, whatever. But my truck, it doesn't look so new anymore, which, right now is going to work to our benefit, because not everybody knows what Swift's truck numbers mean. So I'm just another Kenworth now because I've been through so many snowstorms and ice storms that. And then a fucking super trucker, I got on my CB radio and cussed that motherfucker out. So these turbine cowboys that we call them out here, I don't fucking know where they're in a hurry to get to, but the plow guy had to get out of his way to move the black ice and the slush and everything that was freezing over in the center of the highway. This was on 80. So 70 and 80 run parallel to each other, and 80 is the greater of the two evils. Hey, Trucker Colorado, where are you at tonight? I am in Cortez. We are headed back to Texas. I cannot wait. I love my OTR and I love my mountains. Snow is not so bad. We've been in it for a week and a half now. But I need to wash my baby. So my baby's name, somebody asked me, what's your truck name? What's your truck name? It is Kenny. Keni. Hey, good for you, man. We're headed home too, but we won't be there until Sunday night. We have a drop. This drop here, we are dropping in Buda, Texas, close to Austin, and we're gonna get there early Saturday, but we can't. It's one of those you cannot deliver early. So we're gonna drop at 8 o'clock on Sunday, and then we'll pick up a load in Austin and take it straight to Houston. And I have to have some post-op test and another mammogram with biopsy done. Nothing to be concerned about, just precautionary stuff for the surgeries that I've had. So that's the reason, even before I went and got my brother, that I needed to stay Texas Regional, because I do have a lot of post-op stuff that I have to keep up with. But so far, life on the road has been pretty easy. It is easier for me to drink my foods than it is to try to actually eat. I can eat. I just ate half of a little cheeseburger and I'm fine. But for driving purposes and just to prevent myself from stopping every 5 minutes, it's just easier to just drink protein shakes. So that's been good. I promise I'm going to do a video of how we have everything set up. And the biggest thing about this truck, and if any of y'all watching know anything about the Kenworth T680, I think all of the models are the same as far as I've looked at. But my idle, like right now, it just came on for like 10 seconds. My truck was not idle. And when we were in the more southern states like Oklahoma, it was fucking burning up. I actually woke up sweating, and I don't sweat. So for me to wake up sweating, homie up here, he sweats in the snow. So he was like fucking dying, he could not sleep. I was up literally reading the manual. There was a whole book just on how to do the idle. I've done it. So the last 2 nights where it's been, below 30
Hey,
degrees.
tell them about the wormhole.
We are not talking about wormholes.
We went in a time like the damn Back to the Future.
You really did do a whole deja vu.
The DeLorean don't have shit on the T680.
We really, it is kind of confusing. I'll get to that in a minute. But if y'all know how to make the Kenworth idle, like I have the temperature control set. Can I turn that around? Yeah. So I've already done this shit up front where you do the auto thing, and so the automated thing is enabled. And then I come over here and I've done this and I have it set because it's like 30 degrees right now. So, and then it doesn't come on. I am really, really tired, so I'm sorry if you cannot hear me. If anyone else can't hear me, I'm so, so sorry. I am extremely tired. Alright, hold on. Let me get my AirPod. This is why I need a microphone. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me. All right, I had to go get my AirPods. So I'm extremely tired. We have been through some hell. And I got on the CB radio earlier. This guy was running the fucking plows out of the way. He was just, I don't like to make fun of people, but I'm sorry. I'm getting a little sick of the turban dudes just like fucking doing whatever they want. But my windshield completely iced over with like slush and all kinds of shit. And we were like coming down. It was a 6% grade, and no guardrails, no nothing. And the Dodge Ram that was behind me actually slid and caught himself and was like teetering. And I got on that fucking CB radio real quick and cussed the motherfucker out. I was like, no, you are not going to be the reason that people lose lives. But unfortunately, those people, I don't know if they have death wish or what, but I just try to avoid them at all costs. So, talking about Swift, a good question about the Samsung thing. Is it worth it to buy your own GPS? Y'all have seen my videos from before. Y'all have heard me complain. Swift has heard me way more than they care to. Had I known that they were switching back, or that they were switching and upgrading to this system, I wouldn't have spent the $700 on the Rand McNally. And I actually run them simultaneously. I have the Rand McNally up on my left side of my windshield, so it's just right in my face. And they literally tell me the same exact shit. They both do the same exact things. They reroute, they tell you about weather, they tell you there's a curve ahead, they tell you when there's speed traps, where the parking, they tell you everything. They literally tell you everything. And the Samsung one that's in the truck now actually gives you more freedom to be able to move through the buttons without being so distracted. You can hit one button and you can actually see what's coming up, or if you need to make a change to something, it's something you can do real quick. Whereas the previous Qualcomm, if you even tried to do anything, the fucking shit would just shut down. So if you're coming into Swift now, don't spend your money on a GPS. You don't need it. This bitch here, she's bad. So the other one was just the bitch. This is the bad bitch. She's awesome. And my truck is Kenny, not after Kendall Jenner, even though I'm a huge fan. Y'all already know I'm a reality whore. But Kenny is for Kenworth, of course. And then, of course, yes, they're not using the Qualcomm system anymore. If you missed that video, I will show you really quick. Hold on one second. I took my sleeping medicine, so I won't be awake very long. But I will show you. Hold up, I gotta move my backpack. It's not a store, it's a restaurant. I don't know. You are not going to say hi to nobody. So, this is it. It is called Novar, or no, Zonar. I keep saying it wrong. Just real quick, because I already did a video for this. I got here 0 fucking hours. I prayed to my dad and was like, hey, look at that, 0 on my 14. Bam. I asked my dad. My dad helps me out here so much. I pray to my dad a lot. So, anyways, the one thing that I can say is kind of annoying. It's not kind of, it is really annoying, but I understand why they're doing it. Is say you're at a shipper, you're dropping your empty, you're picking up, whatever you're going to be bringing to the receiver. Every single time you stop the truck, you legitimately have to come on here and you have to put, I'm on sleeper berth. I can't fuck that up right now. So you have to put on duty, which I normally did on the Qualcomm. I do everything to the best of my ability, but sometimes you're just in a fucking hurry. But with this system, you actually have to put a note on here. So you have to put uncoupling or coupling or, whatever the fuck. You have to stop what you're doing, make sure it goes through, save it, do all this stuff. And then whenever you go to do your macros, look at all of these different events that have happened. I've only gotten in the truck today to drive 11 fucking hours. Where did all these events come from? Who fucking knows? I mean, I know, but it's kind of annoying. Like I said, I get it, but it's a bit much. So, where are we? Your macros work the same, although there seems to be some kind of a system issue. They're not getting some of our macros right now. Oh, and our fuel locations are not lit up. The fuel location thing, they're working on doing it. So you have to actually type it in another GPS for yourself. So you have your home screen, and this just tells you what your loads are, like really short version. This is where your actual loads are. I picked up from Cabela's in Utah and we're headed to Texas. I can open this. This tells me that I'm dispatched. This tells me how many miles it is. And then my trailer number, my order number. This thing right here, you can actually zoom in and it'll give you a Google Earth picture whenever you get to your shipper or receiver. This is all the fucking rules that we're already used to. And then the way that, like, there was going to be a potential U-turn, and so this huge thing comes across. It's super, super safe. I have had absolutely no problems with it, and it actually tells you right here. This route contains a potentially difficult maneuver. Review the route for safety before driving. If you were a student and you saw this, you need to bring this to your mentor's attention. And if you are not a skilled driver and you see this, look for an alternate if you do not trust your skills. Now, my second mentor, hold on, I'm trying to flip you back around. My second mentor, even though he drove Target from Denton, Texas, all the way to Utah and Colorado and all of that fun stuff, we didn't do much snow. I did like 3 or 4 days going back and forth to Vail, but it wasn't anything like what I've been dealing with this past week and a half. Hold up. Let me change this down some. There we go. So I honestly just had to get out and do it. So even if you're coming out as a student, it is scary. I think everyone has seen the video of why I got off my first mentor's truck. And that really didn't have so much to do with me as it did with him not knowing how to teach. And I will leave that subject alone. My second mentor was an amazing teacher, and he was a young dude, and we're still really good friends, talk to him all the time. And there's just different people that are going to work together and different people that are not going to work together. But at the end of the day, when you get in the truck yourself, you really just learn how to do things your own way in your own time. So take all the advice that you can, take mental notes, take physical notes, and then when you get in your truck, you do what you feel safe doing and do that all the time. And eventually, before you even think about it, like today, I was going pretty fast and keeping up with all the trucks in the big snow. And I mean, the plow people were doing their best to keep the ice off the road. And you kind of look and say, hey, if that guy is going that fast and, he's not slipping and sliding everywhere and all these other trucks are doing it, you kind of start to build your own courage. But you really do get pushed to your limits out here and you just kind of go with it. And if you need to go 45 miles an hour and people are honking behind you, tell them to eat a bag of dicks. Get a CB radio. I find it to be the most hilarious part of my day. Don't ever feel pressured to do anything that you don't feel comfortable doing. If you go back and watch my videos, I have completely succeeded and grown as a driver since then. And I love it. I love it even more. And the biggest thing that I can say that somebody asked me what my biggest piece of advice is coming into this industry, and it's super simple. Always take pride in your work and in your craft, but never be prideful. Is that a contraindication? No. What I'm saying is Be proud of what you've accomplished and be proud of what you've done. And when you back up and you just got that shit that first time, it's, like smoking a joint for the first time. You're like, hell yeah, I want to do that again. But don't let it get to your head. You're always going to come across things. And there's some days where the backing just doesn't fucking work. Either your tandems are in the wrong spot, or you're in fucked up gravel, or your truck goes into creep mode. There's different things that happen. So don't get down on yourself. Take pride in your work, take pride in your trade, but don't be prideful. Pride will get you fucking killed out here, like Pakistan Jan earlier. No, I'm not being racist. I don't even know what to do with fucking Pakistan. I couldn't see anything. Like, literally, my brother was in the bunk and he was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, Turban Cowboys. Same people you see busting up the squeegees, fucking cleaning their trucks. Like, they don't give a fuck at all. So be careful out here. Definitely don't buy a GPS if you're coming to Swift. You don't need it. They were bringing in tons and tons of new trucks. Swift only likes to keep the current year and the next year that's coming out. They weed out the year before. They make money off of that shit. So they're calling in all of the, they're calling in all of the 17, 18s, and 19s and stuff like that. But I was very blessed to get my beautiful, beautiful baby. I love her. I mean, she's dirty as fuck right now, but we can fix that.
Hey, you gotta tell her that Jesus don't like ugly.
And Jesus doesn't like ugly.
That's for turnpike motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. He said that's for the turbine people. Somebody needs to tell them. Well, hate to tell you, but I don't think they believe in Jesus, but that's not for this channel. So anyways, be safe. I will be home. Oh, we will be home. He's still working on his permit test. America. And I got to get him on here with y'all. So my podcast situation is set up at home. And I got to do a video in here and show y'all how we have it set up. And I already know some changes. What skills are you struggling with?
Apple pie and some homemade vanilla ice cream.
Dude, I told you to get the cheesecake.
Apple pie and homemade vanilla ice cream.
Bitches is population 600 nothing.
I want that blueberry. I don't do that blue. That cow is awesome. Greatest thing man ever made on earth. I don't think the man made it, but he did make the apple pie.
You need to shut up.
Oh my god. I will give my
What Eileen, what are you struggling with? Oh yeah, I gotta go to sleep. Oof, excuse me.
Are you still on FaceTube?
I don't know what that is, but I'm on YouTube.
Oh my bad. Sorry y'all for interrupting. I thought she was hitting the bed talking to me.
You're supposed to be studying.
Oh yeah.
Special requirements.
I'm on number 9.
Lies.
Special requirements. I'm very special, unique individual.
Oh, the offset parking.
Oh yes.
So I don't know who your trainer is, but all of the parking maneuvers have what I call because of and yep, those two. Those get everybody. There's a I call them recipes. There is a recipe for every maneuver that you're going to do. So if you are not getting, excuse me, my sleeping pills put me to sleep. If your instructor is not giving you that recipe to nail those backing maneuvers, then you need to ask somebody to explain it to you or talk to some of your people.
You need a harness.
Harness.
Anything over 4 foot, ocean regulation straight and says you need to have a harness for fall protection.
Oh.
I think
Oh, that's not good. You should only be training in one truck. What terminal are you at?
What am I thinking?
Are you going to get the cheesecake?
No, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and
Yo.
put a mask over my face for COVID 1984 shit, and I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna try to manage how to smoke a cigarette wearing a face mask.
No, I want the cheesecake. You can go talk to the girl.
Nah, man, there's a rule for that.
Oh.
Jesus don't hire ugly, and I'm the ugly one. So if we were to die tomorrow by a turbine, I'm gonna come back and haunt that
No,
son
we're
bitch.
done with the snow.
I'm gonna make sure a goat literally bends his ass over like a ram and make him. Anyway, phase two. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find my chances.
Dude, you told me to turn the fucking lights off.
I'm blind. I'm blind.
Let me see if she answered. What terminal are you at?
Are you talking to like texting or texting the
No, it's live.
Oh shit, we live?
We live at 5.
Shit. Marvin Zindler, Eyewitness News.
Oh, I miss him. Mama wanted to marry him.
Where's my shotgun? I want to go. And try to explain
Damn,
to these people,
girl.
and try to explain to people that buffalo is not bison.
He was terrified that
You
they
ever
were.
seen Mike Tyson knock out on the Nintendo and he was getting his ass whooped by Bison now? Or Sonic Boom, Street Fighter, Bison.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom. Anyway,
How about that cheesecake?
That was a turbine. I like that word, man. I'm gonna use that.
He's so crazy. No, you really need to only be training in one truck so that you feel comfortable with that truck. And then whatever truck you get in with your mentor, you'll feel comfortable with that truck. I have now had the International, 2 or 3 different Freightliners, and now, no, we had a Volvo in there, and now I'm on the Kenworth.
Oh, it's pretty cool, man.
And I have to say, I have my skin removal surgery scheduled for next year. I told my husband that I really want to put it off. I am obsessed with this truck. Like same thing. I don't want to leave and lose my truck.
Like
So
I dropped a breadcrumb on a carpet and I had to pick it up in my anus.
like no. So the other fuck Junior, you have to be careful with that backpack. It has my Mac in it.
Oh shit.
You just throw my computer on the floor.
My bad, I didn't mean to do that. Mac and cheese.
No, my computer.
Oh, computer.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I do apologize, FaceTime and everybody.
Yeah, my brother was asking earlier about if he was going to have to learn manual, and I said, no, I think they're all doing automated trucks now.
Yeah, that'd be a distraction.
Double clutching is a pain in the ass, but I still love the manuals. But this truck is my baby. So I think what I'm going to do is I could still have my surgery and just lease my truck. I mean, I want to buy my own trucks anyway. So I may just lease it so I can keep it at my storage while I recover. Then they can't take it away from me. So that is what we are looking at. Because y'all, the skin, oh my god. It's outrageous. The amount of weight I lose daily. Shit. How do you lose everything? We live in a box.
Exactly.
It is a big box though.
It is all about preparation and shit like that.
Uh-huh. But I just wanted to hop on and answer those few questions and say hello. And once I get parked at home at the storage area where I pay to park, my tractor, I will definitely do a video. You dork. I will definitely do a video on and show y'all how we set up the truck. And once he's on his own truck, I'm gonna put my Nespresso machine and a whole bunch of other stuff in here, but it is perfectly fine. Everything is stowed away. It looks like we don't have anything on the truck, but I'm gonna blow your minds when I show you how much shit we actually have on this truck. All right, but y'all have a good night. And Eileen, you need to email me. It's in my description of my page. And if not, if you can't find it, it is T for Teresa, DeLeon, my last name, and the letters CMA at gmail.com. When you email me and I read and help you out, my personal information is in there, and that's how you can reach me other ways. So, I got you. I love you all. Thank you so much for your love and support. It's going to take us another 2 days or 2 shifts to get to Buddha. But Sunday night we will be home, and then we'll be off on Monday, and then Tuesday we will be back at it.
You gotta
So
tell them we don't idle like them Peterbilts and like them new vehicles out there they got and the old ones. You know what I mean? You gotta ask your mentor how to idle this badass SOB.
yeah, like this whole idling situation is kind of annoying.
Like, I just wiped my face 3 times
I
with one of
can't,
them orange wipes to clean your hands.
dude. Stop using my fat.
They're good for blackheads and whiteheads.
It's the quick orange, or what's it called, fast orange.
Yeah.
The pumice stuff. I have it in liquid, but I found it in wipes, and it's way better. He's using it on his face.
So good for the pores.
My God. Anyways, I love you all, and I will talk to y'all on Sunday night. Y'all have a good night and stay safe out there.